Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. I want to start today by thanking you guys for your continued support, for everyone who has subscribed. My God, we're almost at 10,000. And for everyone that shares a piece of their personal pain, leaving comments and sending me emails. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who have found the PayPal donate button and donated to the channel, your contributions really, really appreciated. Thank you so much. There's a topic that keeps coming up in emails and in the comments, and it's the issue of gang stalking and targeted individuals. And I want to talk about that a bit today. There is a growing global number of people that truly believe they are being stalked. Now, certainly they have evidence to prove they're being stalked, but this phenomenon seems to be spreading like wildfire. The individuals that are targeted or gang stalked typically are empaths, light workers, and earth angels, people who are highly enlightened, people with tremendous intuition, and people who are now being forced into an almost deepening state of paranoia surrounding this stalking. Now, as you all know, I've been stalked by a woman for a great number of years. She rears her head here. From time to time, she rears her ugly head in social media. And what I've experienced as far as this targeted individual phenomena goes is once one of these creatures, always a narcissist or a psychopath, latches onto you, there is no length that they will not go to continue pursuing you. Their behavior, so obsessive, so compulsive, so driven by madness to be a part of your life. We've all experienced the wrath of the narcissist, psychopath cluster B that was in our life, that we allowed in, that somehow manipulated their way into leading us to believe that they loved us. We're very, very familiar with that. That's been right in our life, in our bed, in our home, around our children. We've sat across the table and eaten dinner with those monsters. But what about the ones that have been watching you, who are bitterly envious of you, who recognize your light and who want to feed off your soul, but have never really had the opportunity to get in, to become a part of your inner circle? Just because you're not dating this fiend or married to this fiend doesn't mean this fiend doesn't exist. When you consider how many people you encounter over your lifetime and how many of them are actually narcissists and psychopaths, co-workers, people that play on a sports team with you, the cashier that you see every week at the grocery store, fringe element people, people that are acquaintances that you don't really know and really don't understand what their motives towards you might be. There are narcissists everywhere, and when you're omitting light, darkness is going to try and feed off that. And that's not just in our homes or in a romantic setting. That can be at school, in sports teams, in the workplace, at church. This can occur anywhere. This can occur with a neighbor who's been watching you. There are entire channels popping up dedicated to this very serious issue, and this is global. This is a perpetuation of the narcissist attack on empaths, and I can't tell you how many emails I've received on this very topic. People sending me links to videos, and guys, thank you. I really appreciate it. I find, excuse me, this topic to be really perplexing. The one thing I really noticed when I got rid of Trevor is narcs seem to be flooding in, almost one after the other, with the same hive mind, the same agenda that now is so easy to spot. I will tell you guys that there is a bit of a blessing in all of this, because we really do have a bit of a superpower now, an ability to spot it right away, almost smell it on them. Certainly I've got it, and I know a lot of you guys do too. Empaths, way showers, truth tellers, light workers, earth angels are commonly targets of this type of stalking. Another group, very typically stalked, are the Rh negative blood types. There's a tremendous amount of information out there about this constant and persistent presence of almost a demonic entity in the lives of Rh negative blood type people. Now, though it's called gang stalking, it doesn't mean gangs, hordes of people are stalking you all at once. What it means is there is a hive mind collective of people who are sourcing your light. So one will be stalking you and then they'll drop off, but another one will pick up on you, and they just keep kind of passing off like that. This whole scenario reminds me very much of our situation where we were involved in a family dynamics, be the narcissist one of your parents or both of them, a sibling or a love interest, where you kind of get rid of that one eventually, and now you find yourself single, yet more of them start popping up. I'll tell you, as soon as I got rid of Trevor, this other one latched on immediately. Fortunately, I was able to recognize it right away. The more we wake up to this bizarre anomaly, the more we connect again with our intuition, because I think many of us will agree that we saw red flags when we met our narcs and we ignored them. Now, that's a lesson well learned. I never ignore my intuition now. But with that said, I think that as we wake up, as we develop this new superpower of spotting them really, really quickly, they too are upping their game to try to deceive us, manipulate us, control us again. Now, there are countless people out there that truly believe we're in a spiritual war, not just amongst narcissistic channels or targeted individual channels or spiritual healing channels, but I'm seeing this now on the alternative news channels too. Even channels like Dabu77 that I've watched for many years. I really like him because he just presents the facts. You know, he's usually got documentation and facts. He's not over the top. Even he has really kind of changed directions now and is kind of screaming from the rooftops, oh my God, there's demons everywhere, you know, everybody get right with God. It's a spiritual war. And I'm seeing this at channel after channel, where they typically kept any type of spirituality out of, you know, the subject matter. Now it's pouring out, like it's just pouring out, it's everywhere. And whether or not you love Alex Jones or hate Alex Jones, he's another one that always would show up with a big stack of documentation, who is now screaming, oh my God, get right with God, you know, spiritual warfare. Thank you to so many of you who have sent me links about this targeted individual phenomena that's absolutely global and spreading so quickly. Now, what I've been able to come up with, and my God, I need your input on this, is the fact that so many of us are now suffering from that once bitten, twice shy kind of approach to romance, where we're now living in a self-imposed state of isolation, where we're now quite suspicious and distrusting of people, and we're really pushing back the prospect of a romantic relationship. I'm wondering if that state that many of us are in is causing, you know, narcissists everywhere, be it your neighbor, the lady at the drugstore, your dentist, you know, to kind of step in where we've now shut out the possibility of romantic involvement with the narcissist, because our eyes are certainly wide open to that. And I'm just wondering if any of you have noticed the possibility that you're being stalked. Anything weird happening at your social media sites? Because I'm going to tell you, not just me, but our friend Carla, hi Carla, we've really noticed this radical increase in friends requests at Facebook. Always men, typically photos in military uniforms. Maybe that's to gain trust or something, I don't know. But I will tell you, I've received, it's got to be over 2,000 now, friend requests from men that I don't know at Facebook. If you feel that you're being targeted, especially stalked at one of the social media sites by one or more lunatics, please let us know in the comments. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day. And keep your eyes open. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there.